always have your back, keep it 100 with you. Love you and that's a fact, no matter what's the issue. You got a real friend, matter of fact a sister, taking the world by storm in this new era with you. Oh, hey.
Okay. Ready, like ready. Finally. No, no. Wait. We are finally here.
Yes, thank God.
Wait, months. Has it been months into planning and
Months
preparation? Probably about 2 months.
talking and preparing and
With a
planning.
lot of obstacles
Yes, only for
that came in the
obstacles.
way. So much so that we were wondering, should we even, will we ever?
Yeah, start this.
But finally,
Today's the day.
today is the day. Today, which date?
17th,
April.
17th, I
April,
think.
no. April 15th.
No.
Eh? Whatever. Whichever date it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we're finally here. And this is the New Era Woman podcast. My name is Brianna.
I'm Sheree.
And we've been friends for how long?
Long,
From
long
Comsy
time.
days. I left Comsy in 2016.
I left 2015.
Okay.
Oh
So,
my, I feel so old.
so yeah, so the whole point of this podcast, New Era Woman, as the name suggests, new era.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we believe we're stepping into a new time.
Yeah.
As individuals too. We'll tell you a bit more about that as the podcast goes on. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, stepping into a new journey, and society will always tell women, especially, how to live your life,
Yeah.
with whom to live your life, why you should do certain things. But we like to consider ourselves as kind of unorthodox in some things that
I
we
guess,
do.
yeah, that would have been the
I'm
word.
not gonna use the word
Unorthodox.
rebellious because
No.
we're not rebels, even though some persons
Sometimes, not all
might
time.
classify certain things we do
As
or say as rebellious,
rebellion.
but not everything that is classified as
Hmm.
rebellious is
And not
rebellious.
everything society says you should do,
Exactly.
you do.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that's why we're doing this podcast to kind of encourage other women that you don't have to just live in a box.
Yeah.
You can.
Life is not linear. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to just go
Exactly.
one straight direction.
Perfect
Full
word.
up a
Linear.
whole heap of ups and downs
Yes.
and challenges
And
and
everyone's
victories
path
and
is different.
yeah, very
Yeah.
different.
So yeah, that's what the podcast is about. And how we came to do the podcast now. Sorry.
Well, we resigned from our job
In
and
2024. What a crazy thing to do.
in 2024 with no backup plan,
Mm-mm.
but just by faith. And we just believe that it truly is a new era. And we always talk about this podcast, and today's the day we finally decided to just
Mm-hmm.
hit the ground running
Yeah.
and bring this idea to life that we have always been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully some woman or anybody at all can pick up something from what we say,
Mm-hmm.
maybe something to admire
That's the purpose.
or
Because
just
the
some
plan,
some inspiration or something
the,
like that.
the plan is for New Era to become like a community
Yeah.
and grow.
You know, when you start something, especially on social media,
Mm-hmm.
you want to develop a good close knit community,
Exactly.
especially for us as
Yeah.
women.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy to find a real solid community of
Mm-mm.
women to like confide in and depend upon or anything at
And
all.
it's not easy to find a podcast that will not only say it like it is, but seek to share good advice. I feel like we have a lot
Yeah,
of podcasts nowadays that are just people are just sharing their random opinions, but not necessarily wholesome
yeah,
opinions, and we need that more in the social media space too.
that's
So
true.
you are in banking,
I was.
and leave,
And
which
you
would
were,
be I was in media,
yeah,
so two very good
safe.
jobs,
Yeah, two very safe
stable,
jobs.
stable jobs, corporate media. And so, of course, we're not gonna go too in depth into why we like, so some things we have
Yeah,
to
we have
keep
to keep to ourselves for
as
sure.
relatable as we want to be. We can't disclose everything, right?
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Hmm.
But long and short of it is, I was in corporate media. Well, I can probably. I was working with Mellow FM for almost 6 years. And then this year I just decided, it's time to go.
Hmm.
I think I was feeling it for some time, and then
Hmm.
circumstances just pushed me, and I'm like, "See there, I got that
Yeah.
talk. And so I made the leap. I left, and yeah, I've always wanted to, I guess, venture out into entrepreneurship and do my own thing. I always said that
Hmm.
whenever I left the corporate world, my plan wasn't to go into another building.
We want to be able to work from
Flexibility.
anywhere. Yeah.
I mean, that's the way of the world now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think when you have flexibility, you're better able to enjoy life because we've been
Enjoy
taught,
life, and it teaches you how to manage your time well.
exactly, because we've been taught that, oh, you work 40 hours a week, work out
Hmm.
your soul, Monday
Just
to
work, work,
Friday,
work,
sometimes even
bills,
on the
bills,
weekends.
bills,
Debt,
and
debt, debt.
and
Yeah,
that's not. I don't. Me don't want to live my life so.
that's not healthy.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people say, oh, they burn the midnight oil. You go
Yeah.
and burn it.
And we know, like, when our parents were growing up, that's
Mhm,
what they were used to, just work, work, work,
mhm. So
work
no
till
real
they
life
can't work
balance.
no more.
No real
Yeah.
life balance.
But now
And
it's a new era, so we have to
exactly.
change.
So there's power in the name.
Yeah.
New era woman. There's a reason. Because we thought long and hard about the name. Oh, some names they come up with. We say pretty
No.
much podcast. I mean, it wasn't a bad name, but it wasn't something right
Yeah, it
about it.
never really hit like new era. New
Yeah,
era
new
woman.
era was like. And then after we came up with that name, like we kept seeing things talking about new era
Yeah, so
all
it's
about the
like
place.
a
Yeah.
confirmation that all right, we're definitely on the right direction.
hmm So we leave our
Job.
comfy jobs,
Yeah.
and we're like, you know, some things that we tend to go through in life as friends. I realize we tend to go through it around the
This
same time.
yeah.
Yes,
So it's like we almost all live the same life.
yeah, basically, because you left
'Cause-
1 week before I did.
yeah, and I was like, no, Sabri, the
It's
two
two
of we
weeks.
can't
I remember
cannot
that.
have no job.
It's
So what is
yeah,
going on?
yeah. And I'm like, we have a lot to talk about. Like even in just our regular conversations, me I tell you, say, if people could even just sit in. So we say, you know what? Let us start a podcast and see where it goes.
Hmm.
That's what we're doing
Finally,
now. That's what we're doing.
and just come and join us on our journey.
We're gonna talk about enough things, well, relationships, work life,
Christian faith,
hmm
advice,
everything relating to
experiences,
women. hmm Yes,
and the list goes on
and on
and
and
on.
on. Give your feedback, ask questions.
Tell us what you want to hear us talk about.
hmm
If you want us to give our opinions or our take on something in particular
Send us TikTok videos that you want us
to
to react
discuss, yeah, or react,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and follow us on our social
Social,
media. It's
yeah.
New Era Women Pod. That's the
On
Instagram page.
Instagram. Hmm.
And then our
And
personal.
we should be available on all streaming platforms,
hmm
Spotify, Apple, all of the good one them.
But we're
Yeah.
starting out on YouTube first, you
Yeah.
know, and social media for each of us.
So my personal social media is at it's really Sheree, and hers is
Brianna with purpose.
yeah. So we'll have that linked in the description, all of the information down
You know, a
below.
long time after that. In the description.
Linked in the
Don't,
description,
don't
guys,
miss it.
down there.
Or click the video that pops up on the side there. Yeah, so
Soon we still have that.
that's
Yeah.
basically it for now. The introductory episode. New
Yeah.
Era Woman Pod on Instagram. share this video.
comment, subscribe. We
Yeah.
got up on TikTok?
We have to go on TikTok. TikTok is what? Everybody have on TikTok now.
I
It's
guess.
almost like a must
Well,
for a
okay.
podcast.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
And we're thinking of dropping on Fridays. Oh no?
Yeah, Fridays,
What do you guys
or
think about that?
you can just let us know what day would be best for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Alright.
Fridays for now, Friday evening,
I'm thinking what? Friday
like
evening.
6
Six people are listening work yet. I was
or
thinking
7:30
seven
maybe.
thirty maybe.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
People come home and I eat them dinner and can just watch. I'm excited.
Me too. Bye bye.
Bye.